morning, everyone. I am so excited to be here with you. Welcome to this live English workshop. As you're coming in, let us know if you are excited to be here. In the comment section, I want you to type where you're watching from. And if you are excited, I want you to type I'm ready. So type your country name and also type I'm ready in the comment section. I love it. Good morning. I see a lot of you flying in. Good morning. It is so good to see you. This is our wonderful student, Cyprian. Good to see you, Cyprian. Marwa, all the way from Iraq. Good to see you. Yes, here we go. Erica is watching. It is so good to see you, Erica. Again, as you're coming in, say hello. Let us know where you're watching from and if you are excited about this live English workshop. Yes, as you're coming in, tell us where you're watching from. Yes, Bendy Gyum, all the way from Chad. Welcome. It is good to see you. Let your friends know that we are about to start the live English workshop. Yes, we have Sudan. Again, let us know your country. Hello. We have Turkey. Yes, we have Angola, Senegal, Mozambique. I love it. Let's see. All the way from Istanbul. Amazing. Yes, let us know where you are watching from. Type your country in the comment section, and we hope you are ready to learn a lot. We have Albania. Wow, they're flying in. South Africa, Eritrea, I think I pronounced that incorrectly. Saudi Arabia, Dominican Republic. Yes, I love it. Burkina Faso, Ethiopia. I love it. Congo. Excellent. I love it. I love it. Let's keep it coming. Again, as you're coming in, let us know where you are watching from and if you are excited and ready to learn a lot during this English workshop. Here we go. Wow, they're flying in. Angola, India, Nepal, Somalia, Democratic Republic of Congo, Japan. Yes, I love it. Mozambique, Korea. Annyeonghaseyo. Good to see you. Rwanda, Guatemala. Yes, Indonesia. Amazing. Here we go. We have Haiti. Yes, Myanmar, Vietnam. I love it. The comments are flying in. Uzbekistan, Cameroon. I love it. Portugal, Sudan, Somalia, Uzbekistan. I'm going to do about 5 more and then we're going to jump into our workshop. We have a lot to go over today and I'm excited to teach you all and to help you understand English even more. Here we go. Peru, Morocco. I love it. 3 more. Here we go. They're flying in. South Sudan. Yes. Pakistan. And let me do one more. The last one that I haven't seen yet. Let's see. Let's see. Dominican Republic. We had it earlier, but we have it again. I want to welcome everyone. I'm so glad you guys are here joining me for this live English workshop. If you have friends, wake them up. Tell them they don't want to miss this live English class. This workshop is going to be life-changing. Now, this is what I want you to do. Every time I do an English workshop, I have the best time. I love helping you speak English and helping you speak it with confidence. This is going to be an interactive class. So if you are watching from your phone, if you are watching from your computer or an iPad or any other device, I want you to have your fingers ready. Because throughout this workshop, I'm going to ask questions and I want to hear and see your responses in the comment section. All right. So whenever I ask a question, make sure you are ready to type. OK, so if you are ready for this interactive live English workshop, I want you to type in the comment section, I am. Very simple. I am. Very quickly, I want you to type I am. If you are ready for this English workshop and you're ready to truly learn a lot and to study hard, type I am in the comment section. I see them flying in. Let's see. I see them flying in. Let's do this. Oh, they're flying in now. Hold on. I see a lot of countries still. Here we go. All right, Morinike is ready. Again, let me know that you are ready to learn a lot. Amazing. They're flying in now. Yes, type I am in the comment section. I love it. Let us know that you are ready to learn a lot. Excellent. I love it. I love it. They're flying in. I'll put about 5 or 6 more on the screen. Excellent. I love it. Again, remember, this is a very interactive workshop. All right, 2 more. Excellent. All right, my friends, you know what time it is. Let's jump right in. All right, so everyone that registered, remember registration was free, received the PDF. All right, so I want you to take out your PDF. We're going to be using this throughout the English workshop. Now, I want to ask you all a question. We're jumping right in with the question. Tell me, what is the most challenging thing for you when it comes to studying English? Again, we're starting off with this question, and then we're going to jump into a vocabulary word, some expressions, and idioms. But tell me in the comment section, what is the most challenging thing for you when it comes to studying English? Very quickly in the comment section. What is your greatest challenge when it comes to studying English? What is your greatest challenge? All right. Again, think about when it comes to studying English, what is your greatest challenge as it relates to studying English? I want you to write them down in the comment section. Wow. Okay. Tylee says writing. Tiff, writing is pretty difficult for me. All right. Technology, sometimes understanding technology. All right. We have grammar is challenging. All right. Here we go. Let's see. One more coming in. Speaking is challenging. All right. Ooh, learning. Let's see. While they're flying in now. I love it. I love it. Having the courage to speak. This does happen. All right. Again, we're talking about your greatest challenges as it relates to English. Pronunciation, the sounds, speaking. Speaking can be challenging sometimes. Vocabulary. Here we go. Speaking. Here we go. Speaking and writing. Remembering words can be tricky and challenging. We have writing. A lot of you are putting in the comment section writing. Listening can be challenging. Speaking can be challenging while they're flying in. I love it. I love it. Here we go. Another one flew in. The meaning of new words and how to pronounce them. All right. So we see there are many different things that are struggles for you on this journey. We had writing. We had speaking with confidence. Then we had listening. And then we had remembering words. Remembering what you study can be tricky. I want to focus on this last one right here. Remembering what you study. This can be tricky many times for English learners. Why? Because when you study a word, you need to connect it to something. And that's what we're going to be doing today. Everything I teach you, I'm going to connect it to a real life situation and then have you also give your examples. So I want us now to take out our PDFs for this live English workshop. And we're going to start off with the first term. All right. I want everyone to repeat after me. Euphoria. All right. Even if you're at home, don't worry. Somebody might be looking at you, but I want you to repeat after me. Euphoria. Good. Again, euphoria. Excellent. Last time after me. Euphoria. Great job. Now, this term euphoria, it literally just refers to an intense feeling of happiness, well-being, and excitement. Again, an intense feeling of happiness, well-being, and excitement. All right. So when you feel this excitement, when you feel very happy, you're experiencing a sense of euphoria. You're experiencing euphoria. So I want you guys in the comment section, again, remember, very interactive. I want you to type when you have felt the most happiness, When have you felt excited? When have you felt this overwhelming joy? Type it in the comment section. Maybe it was when your child was born. Maybe it was when you got married. Maybe it was when you traveled somewhere. Think about when you felt happy, when you felt joy, when you felt excitement. Type it in the comment section. Again, thinking about when you felt good and when you felt happy. Let's see in the comment section again. Think about those moments. Thank you so much. I appreciate your kind words. God bless you too. All right. Yes, Ferdinand said, Tiff, when it's my birthday, I feel happy. I love it. When you passed your exams, believe Mappa, I love that. When you passed your exams, here we go. When you travel, I like that, Ate. I love that. After quitting your previous job, hopefully now you have a better job and you're happier. All right, here we go. When you met your forever, I'm assuming your wife or your husband. I love that. I love that. Here we go. When have you felt happiness? When you're playing with your son, I love that. When you got married, I love it. Here we go. When you try new cuisine, yes. When you have more money, I love it. I love it. When you had a baby, I love it. Again, we're speaking about the moments when you felt the happiest, all right? When you're with your family, I love that. Here we go. Here we go. When you're learning English, yes. When you traveled out of your country, you're from Nigeria, I love that. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. Man, they're flying in now, so I can't get to it. When you can express yourself in English, I love it. So what's happening, everyone? Again, you are experiencing euphoria. Again, this feeling of happiness, well-being, and excitement. Now, I want to make sure before I go to the example sentences, if you all understand the term euphoria, if it makes sense, I want you to type the number 1 in the comment section. If you're saying, hey, Tiff, this makes sense. It's a new word, but I get it. Euphoria is this intense feeling of happiness. If you understand, type the number 1 in the comment section. Type the number 1. Again, remember, very quickly, I want you to type the number 1 in the comment section if you understand this term euphoria. Type the number 1. Excellent. I see. Let's see. Ebtisam, Cyril, excellent. Type the number 1 if you understand this term euphoria. Good. Jean, Kwame, Bill, excellent. You all are understanding. Excellent. You understand this term euphoria. Very good. Excellent. You guys are understanding. Very good. All right. So now let's check out the example sentences using this term. Here's the first example sentence. All right. The first example sentence. After winning the championship game, the team was in complete euphoria. After winning the championship game, everybody was excited. Everyone was jumping up. Everyone was in complete euphoria. Here's the second example sentence. The euphoria of graduating from medical school was overwhelming. Think about how difficult medical school is. And then you actually graduate and become a doctor. That is extreme happiness, a sense of euphoria. Again, the euphoria of graduating from medical school. And now we have this example sentence. She experienced pure euphoria when her daughter took her first steps. Think about a baby. Maybe it's your child, or maybe it's your nephew or your niece, and they take their first step. Everyone bursts into tears, or everyone starts smiling because we are so excited and so happy. She experienced pure euphoria when her daughter took her first steps. All right, so we have these example sentences. Now what I want you to do is in the comment section, I am going to give you a pattern, and I want you to use this pattern to create your own sentence. All right, creating your own sentence. All right, here's the pattern for this term. I experienced pure euphoria when. All right, I want everyone to use this pattern and create their own sentence. I experienced pure euphoria when, and then I want you to enter or add your answer. All right? I experienced pure euphoria when. In the comment section, I want you to write your example sentence using this pattern. Again, I experienced pure euphoria when, and then type your answer. I experienced pure euphoria when I married my husband. I experienced pure euphoria when my child was born. Again, you're learning the pattern now. I need everyone in the comment section to start typing. Don't just look at me. I want you to start typing. This is how you master the English language. Not just taking in information, but also letting it come out. So in the comment section, let me see your sentences using this pattern. Here we go. All right, fearless one. I experienced pure euphoria when I was taking the flight for the first time. Good, you went on your first flight. Lamine, I experienced pure euphoria when I graduated from college. Excellent, very good. Here we go. Believe says, I experienced, D, pure euphoria. Oh, experience, good. When I spend time with family. Good, all the time. I love that. Mercedes, hey Mercedes. I experienced pure euphoria when I got married. I love that. Fabrice, I experienced pure euphoria when I got my first job. I love it. Here we go. I show speed. Fan of Africa. I experienced euphoria or pure euphoria when I was in bed. All right, no A. Here we go. Olaide. I experienced pure euphoria when I gave birth to my baby girl. I love it. Here we go. I experienced pure euphoria when I bought, B-O-U-G-H-T, my first car. Great example. I love that. Yes, when I bought my first car. Excellent. Here we go. I experienced pure euphoria when I traveled to the UAE. All right. I love that. Let's do two more. I experienced pure euphoria when I met my wife for the first time. Listen, you guys are doing amazing. You are using this term properly. Here we go. One last one. I experienced pure euphoria when I got a new car. Absolutely amazing. Excellent job. Again, so we understand this term euphoria, and you all understand how and when to use it. Now I'm going to give you 5 specific situations in which native English speakers use this term, and now you will also know when to use this term. Again, extreme happiness and excitement. So here's the first example situation in which you can use this term. We have right here, getting engaged to your partner. Now, one of our family members actually used this in the comment section. She said, when I married my husband. Now, this one is saying, when I got engaged. So, when you get engaged, right, there's this overwhelming feeling of joy, right? That is what euphoria is. So, when you get engaged to a partner. So, after this class, when you're explaining to someone, hey, I went to this free live English workshop with teacher Tiffany, had a great time, and I learned this term euphoria. They're going to say, ooh, euphoria, what does that mean? You can go into explaining, and then they're going to say, how can I use it? When can I use this? First example, getting engaged to your partners. Hey, when someone gets engaged, they can use this term, all right? Then we have landing your dream job after years of hard work. I want you to think about this situation. Imagine you've been studying hard all throughout college. Then you go to get your master's degree and you want to get this dream job and it's been so hard. And then you get the call. Miss Tiffany, yes, this is Tiffany. We want to let you know that you got the job. Think about how that would feel. There'd be so much happiness, so much excitement, so much euphoria. All right. So again, that feeling of happiness when you get your dream job. Next, receiving acceptance into your top choice university. Now, if you're already in or out of university, like if you're over 25, maybe you're out of university, or maybe you went back to school, and I love it, you're getting your education. Think about the moment you put your application in and you were a little bit nervous, like, are they gonna accept me? I mean, I studied hard and I wrote my resume, and I hope they choose me. And then you get the email that says, Mr. Smith, Miss Smith, you have been accepted. Think about that moment, the joy you would feel. That feeling is euphoria. Again, we're speaking about when you can use this term euphoria. Two other situations we have: completing a marathon for the first time. I have a question, and I want you guys, again, very quickly in the comment section. Who likes running? Does anyone like running for long distances? Just type me. In the comment section, just type me. If you enjoy running for long distances, a marathon, I think it's 26.2 miles, but if you enjoy running, right? If you enjoy running, just type me in the comment section. I just want to know very quickly. Again, type me in the comment section if you enjoy running. As you're typing your responses, people who are preparing for a marathon, they train hard, early mornings, actually caring about everything they're putting in their body. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Yes, a lot of you enjoy running. I love it. Okay, good. I'm happy to see that. Why? Because this is going to really connect to each of you. I love that. You enjoy running. Amazing, amazing. I love it. All right, good. I love it. Here we go. Me, your son. Okay, good. I love that. I love that. Excellent. All right. So you guys understand, for those of you who love running. So I like running. I don't like long distance running, but I love running. All right. So imagine you're preparing for this marathon, this long distance marathon, and you get to the day of the marathon. Your heart is pumping, right? You've been preparing for so long, and you start running. Hour 1 goes by. Hour 2, and you're entering hour 3, and you're almost at the finish line, and you cross the finish line. All of the hard work paid off. You completed your marathon. You reached your goal. That feeling is euphoria. That's what euphoria actually is. And then last one, buying your first home. I remember when I bought my first home. Again, we're speaking about situations in which this term euphoria can be used. Think about buying a home, maybe with your spouse, and you're excited, you're about to start your family, and now you have a home somewhere that you and your spouse and your kids can live together. So this term, again, is euphoria. Now, I want to make sure we went over the definition, you've given your example sentences, and we've went over situations in which this term can be used. I want you to type in the comment section if you feel confident, not just that you understand the term euphoria, but if you feel confident that you can actually use this in real life without feeling nervous. I want you to type the number 10. Type the number 10. If you feel confident, oh, I understand this, Tiff. This term, no problem at all. If you understand it and you feel confident enough to actually use it, type the number 10 in the comment section before we actually move to our next term. Again, why? Because this workshop is all about helping you not just learn expressions, not just learn terms, but actually understand how to use them in real life and feel confident enough to use them. Type the number 10 if you truly feel confident. I love this. Excellent. This shows how intelligent you are. Excellent. Very good. I love this. Yes, you feel confident. You understand it and you're able to use it with confidence. I love it. I love it. I love it. Somebody said 10, 10. I love it. Multiple 10s. I love this. Yes, you feel confident. Excellent. Yes. Wow. That's a lot more than a trillion. I love it. I love it. Excellent. All right. You guys feel confident. Let's continue now. We have this term euphoria. We're focusing on terms dealing with joy and happiness. I want you to experience joy on your journey learning English. Here's the next term, the next expression that I want to teach you. Filled with delight. I want you to repeat after me. Filled with delight. Good. Again, filled with delight. Excellent. Last time after me. Filled with delight. Excellent job. All right. This expression, filled with delight, it literally just refers to experiencing great pleasure, joy, or satisfaction. Now, doesn't that sound just a bit similar to a term we just learned? It sounds like euphoria, right? But this is an expression, again, experiencing great pleasure, great joy, or great satisfaction. We say, I am filled with delight. Filled with delight. Man, I just passed my test. I am filled with delight. Man, I get to teach English to English learners around the world. I am filled with delight. All right. This is the expression, filled with delight. All right. Very quickly, before I go to the example sentences, if that makes sense, if you understand the expression filled with delight, meaning great pleasure is being experienced, great joy, great satisfaction, I want you to type the number 2 very quickly in the comment section. If you understand so far, type the number 2 in the comment section. Listen, this workshop is going to fly by. We're already almost at 6:30. 30 minutes have already almost passed. So we have so much more. So I want to make sure you're following along. Type the number 2 if you understand so far. Filled with delight. If that makes sense. Like, okay, yes, I love that. Excellent. Good. You understand this term. Filled with delight. Very good. Excellent. Yes, it makes sense so far. I love it. I love it. You guys are understanding. The 2s are flying in. Yes, I'm trying to get as many of you on camera as possible. Excellent. All right, good. So you understand filled with delight. Now, I want us to look at these example sentences. Here's the first example sentence. The children were filled with delight when they saw the presents under the Christmas tree. Think about children. When they come downstairs and they're looking under the Christmas tree and they see all the gifts, their faces light up. Why? They are filled with delight when they see the tree and the gifts. Next, she was filled with delight watching her garden bloom in spring. She planted the seeds and now she's watching them flourish. She's watching things coming to life right now. She was filled with delight. And then finally, the grandparents were filled with delight meeting their first grandchild. I remember when my parents met their first grandchild and their faces just lit up. They were filled with delight. All right? Filled with delight. All right. So now I want you to write your own example sentence in the comment section. And I want you to do it by using this pattern. Here's the pattern, everyone. I was filled with delight when. I was filled with delight when. All right, again, filled with delight. Write your sentence in the comment section. Again, using the pattern. I was filled with delight when. I was filled with delight when my nephew was born. I was filled with delight when my nieces were born. I was filled with delight when ... Write your sentence in the comment section. Remember, you got to type quickly. You got to type quickly. And I'm going to check the comment section right now. Here we go. All right, Carlos. Yes. Carlos says, I was filled with delight when I won the national basketball tournament, that championship. Yes. Okay, Carlos. I like basketball too. Here we go. Eric, I was filled with delight when I got promoted. I love it. Now remember, the faster you all type your sentences, the more likely you will be to get on camera or get on the screen. So excellent job. Here we go. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love what I do. I truly love what I do, and I appreciate your kind words. Here we go. All right. Believe says, I was filled with delight when my husband bought me a new car. Okay, husband. Yes, I love it. Here we go, Loft. I was filled with delight when I got my first car. Yes, Michael, I was filled with delight when my child was born. You all are seeing now how useful this expression is and how easy it is to integrate it into your life by using it to describe what's happening in your life. I love it. Here we go. All right. I was filled with delight when I passed my driving test. Yes, I was filled with delight after seeing your link. I love that. I'm glad you're here with us as well, Ancient Wisdom. Here we go. Alex, I was filled with delight when I met my mother after many years had passed. All right. And again, you guys are hearing me kind of making a few tweaks to your sentences. You can always watch the replay to write them down, or you can write it down in real time. Great content, great context. Here we go. I was filled with delight when I got engaged to my partner. I love that. Here we go. I was filled with delight when I got my first job. Yes. I was filled with delight when I had my first child. Yes. Children bring so much joy. Here we go. Another one. I was filled with delight. Oh, here we go. I was filled with delight when I first saw Tiffany. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And I am currently filled with delight because of your comment. Yes, I love it. I love it. Again, I'll do two more. Here we go. I was filled with delight when I successfully got my driver's license. I love it. And finally, I was filled with delight when I was able to sing or when I was singing. Excellent. Again, so you all understand this expression. Filled with delight. There's this overwhelming joy, excitement, satisfaction, and a sense of pleasure. This expression, filled with delight. Now, I want to give you 5 other situations quickly in which this expression can be used. Again, knowing the situations will help you feel more confident and comfortable using this expression in real life. Here we go. 5 situations. The first situation, receiving an unexpected gift from a loved one. I want you to think about that. When somebody just randomly gives you a gift or sends you a gift, how does that feel? Like, oh, wait a minute. Thank you, right? Especially if it's something you really like. For example, you guys may or may not know this. I love stationery. I'm putting a pause real quick. This is not in my notes. I love stationery. I love notebooks. As you can see, I always show these on camera. I have tons and tons of pens. I love stationery. I can't wait to go to Japan to explore all the stationery stores. So when one of my friends or one of my family members just out of the blue gives me a new pen or gives me a new notebook, listen, your teacher, come on now, your teacher is filled with delight because I love stationery. So again, in this situation, receiving an unexpected gift from a loved one. Then we have watching your pet perform a new trick. If you have a dog, if you have a cat, a gerbil, some type of animal, some type of pet, and all of a sudden they do a new trick, it probably puts a smile on your face. You are filled with delight. Tasting a delicious meal at a special restaurant. Now, you guys know your teacher loves some good food, right? I love good food. So think about when you go to a special restaurant and the food is laid out in front of you and you taste the first dish. Oh my goodness. And it's absolutely amazing. You are filled with delight in that moment. Remember, we're speaking about situations in which this expression can be used. Then we have seeing an old friend after many years. This happens. Think about it. Someone you love, you care about, an old friend, and you haven't seen this friend in a long time. Seeing them again will fill you with delight. And finally, successfully baking a difficult recipe. Now, if you enjoy cooking, you enjoy baking, but you find this recipe and you're wondering, how in the world am I going to make this? It's so challenging. And then when it comes out of the oven, you let it cool off, you slice it, maybe it's a cake, and you give a piece maybe to your husband or to your wife or to your kids or to your friend, and you say, taste it. How does it taste? And they taste it and it's, oh my, this is amazing. You are filled with delight because they enjoy it, and then you taste it, oh my, and then you enjoy it. Filled with delight. So again, I want to ask you all, if you now understand this expression, filled with delight, You understand the meaning. You feel comfortable and confident using it in real life. If you have these two things, I want you to type the number 10 in the comment section. Again, 10 being, hey, Tiff, I'm good. I understand this expression and I'm very comfortable and confident enough to use it. Type the number 10 in the comment section. Again, type the number 10 in the comment section if you are comfortable and confident with this expression, filled with delight. Filled with delight. I love more examples are coming in. I was filled with delight when I learned lots of advanced words and expressions from Miss Tiffany. Thank you so much, and I like that sentence. Excellent job. All right, here we go. They're flying in now. You feel confident. That's my goal, to help you feel confident with these expressions and these terms. Great. You feel confident. You understand. You're filled with delight now that you're able to use this expression. I love it. Excellent. Excellent. They're flying in now. Yes. Very good. Excellent. You guys feel comfortable. You feel confident. And that's what's most important. Very good. I love it. 100%. I love it. I love it. Very good. All right. So again, we're speaking about how to express your joy, your excitement, your pleasure. We have euphoria. We have filled with delight. And now we have an idiom, a very special idiom. This idiom right here, I really do like this idiom. The idiom is, I want you to repeat after me, walking on air. Excellent. Again, after me, walking on air. Good. Last time after me. Walking on air. Excellent job. All right. So if you're trying to imagine this, you're like, walking on air? We can't really walk on air. Well, let me explain what this idiom actually means. So this idiom just means to be extremely happy or elated, feeling as if floating due to extreme joy. This is what I want you to think about. Think about when you are super excited, when you are very happy. Can you imagine yourself kind of jumping around a little bit, or you feel a little bit lighter? Think about that. When you are very happy, you feel a bit lighter, like everything's okay. You feel like you're walking on air. Think about the movies. When someone is happy, when someone is feeling immense joy, they're kind of moving like this, like, everything is great. Walking on air. Now, if this makes sense, type the number 3 in the comment section. Again, very quickly, very interactive. Type the number 3 in the comment section if that makes sense. Walking on air. You're really happy. Everything's good. You kind of feel light. Walking on air. If this makes sense, type the number 3 in the comment section very quickly. Type the number 3 if this makes sense to you. Again, walking on air. Excellent. All right, good. You guys understand. Excellent. You're understanding this term like, oh yes, Tiff, this makes sense. Walking on air. Very good. Very good. All right, they're flying in now. Excellent. Let me get as many of you on camera as possible. Very good. All right, excellent. Yes, you're like, Tiff, this makes sense. Walking on air. Very happy. Ooh, more are flying in. Hold on, here we go. All right, I want to get many of you on camera. Excellent. Yes, walking on air. Very good. All right. So you understand what this means. Now let's check out some example sentences using this term, all right, using this idiom. Here we go. The first example sentence. Ever since she got promoted, Sarah's been walking on air. Listen, Sarah is excited. I got a job. I got a job. Sarah has been walking on air. Why? She's extremely happy. She's elated. She feels as if she's floating because of her extreme joy. All right, here's the next example sentence. He was walking on air after his successful music performance. He was so excited. He was walking on air after his performance went so well. And then finally, we have this one. The couple was walking on air throughout their entire honeymoon. They were so happy. They're married. They're finally together. They are walking on air. All right. So I was walking on air, and then I want you to finish the pattern. All right. So again, now I'm going to give you a pattern like I did before, and I want you to create your sentence. All right. I was walking on air, and let's keep it with the when. When ... Type your sentence in the chat area. I was walking on air when. Again, in the comment section, I want you to write your sentence using the idiom. All right? I want you to write your sentence using the idiom. I was walking on air when. All right? I was walking on air when. We're looking at our third term. This is the expression, the idiom, walking on air. I was walking on air when. Write your sentence in the comment section. Here we go. I was walking on air when. Here we go. Loft says, I was walking on air when I got my first million. All right. Yes. Here we go. I was walking on air when my lovebird accepted me to be her boyfriend. I love it. I was walking on air when I was in the English course getting one of the best scores in the building. All right. I was walking on air when I really started to improve, or when my English started to improve. I love it. Yes, I love it. I was walking on air when I passed my exam. Yes, a great feeling when you passed your exam. I love it. Here we go. Let's see. I was walking on air when I saw my family. Okay. Or I'm always walking on air when I see my family. Here we go. I was walking on air when they posted me at the English department. Oh, when they accepted me to the English department. I love it. I love it. Here we go. Another one. I was walking on air when I was doing my tasks. All right, good. Here we go. I was walking on air when my child called me dad for the first time. I love it. Yes. Two more. I was walking on air when I got to learn a lot from you, about you. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you were happy to learn about me. Here we go. Ibrahima, I was walking, W-A-L-K-I-N-G, on air when I received my salary. Like, yes, I'm happy to receive my salary. Two more. Here we go. I was walking on air when I was speaking with my son. And last one. Here we go. Last one. Let's see. I was walking on air when I first attended your workshop, or the first time I attended your workshop. I love it. I love it. Excellent. I am so happy that you guys understand this idiom and you're able to use it properly. Excellent. Again, we're speaking about walking on air. Now, just like we did for the first two, I want to quickly give you 5 other situations. Remember, when your brain has a connection, as you're learning a new term, learning a new idiom, learning a new expression, when you learn these things, make sure you have situations to connect them to. Then you won't feel nervous to use them in real life. So here are the 5 situations in which you can use this idiom, walking on air. The first one, getting a significant pay raise at work. Yes, our friend just mentioned getting that money. His first salary paycheck, right? When you get a pay raise, wait a minute, you're gonna give me extra money for the work I'm doing? Hey, I'm gonna work even harder. You feel excited, right? You feel like you're walking on air. Then we have passing a difficult certification exam. This is something I've experienced before. I had to take an exam 3 times in order to pass it. And when I finally passed it, woo, I felt like I was walking on air. Everything was good. I didn't have any complaints. I was happy all that day. So when you have an exam you're taking and it's very difficult and then you pass it, you feel like you're walking on air. Next, having someone say yes to a marriage proposal. Let's say a man loves his girlfriend and he wants to marry her and he's like, I'm going to propose, but he doesn't know if she's going to say yes. So his heart is beating as he's holding the ring, waiting for her to respond. And then she says yes. All the nervousness goes away. This feeling of joy overtakes him. This is what it feels like to walk on air. Then we have winning a significant amount in a competition. You're in this competition and the prize money, it's about $100,000 and you win. How would you feel winning $100,000? Overjoyed, excited. You've won the competition, walking on air. And finally, successfully launching your business. When someone is starting a business and it works out, there's a feeling of excitement, of joy, of pleasure, of walking on air. So again, this idiom, walking on air. Now, again, like I did for the first two, if you feel like you understand the definition and you're able to use it with confidence, this idiom, walking on air, type the number 10 in the comment section very quickly. We're about to transition to the next part of our workshop, but I want to make sure you understand and you feel confident with this idiom, walking on air. Yes, Kofi says, Tiff, yes. I feel confident. I can use this idiom, walking on air. Type the number 10 if you also feel confident. You're welcome. I see some comments coming in. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Again, for me, the time flies by. I love teaching you all and I love helping you. So thank you for your kind words. Here we go. Yes, excellent. Number 10, you're saying, Tiff, we get it. We understand. Hey, everything's good. Thanks for asking. I'm happy. All right. So you guys understand, you're very confident with this idiom. You feel like you can use it. No problems, no worries. I love it. I love it. Here we go. Let's see. I was walking on air when I got a gift from Studying with Tiffany's app. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Excellent. All right, here we go. Let's see. Number 10, they're flying in. Excellent. I love it. I love it. So you guys understand walking on air. All right. So again, we had euphoria. Then we had filled with delight, and we also had walking on air. These three all describe joy, extreme pleasure. Now I want to ask you all to look at this image. I want you all to look at this image. We've learned three. Now we're going to go into the 5 W's portion of our workshop, but we've learned three. We learned euphoria, we learned filled with delight, and we learned walking on air. I want you all to look at this image before we get into the 5 W's, and I want you guys to tell me, in your opinion, which one describes this picture? In your opinion, I want you to either type out euphoria, type out filled with delight, or type out walking on air. Looking at this couple, look how hard she's smiling. Look at his smile. I want you to type which of the terms that we've learned so far today comes to mind as you look at this image. What comes to mind as you look at this image? Here we go. Oh, I love you guys too. Thank you. What comes to mind? Here we go. Listen, I have no problem being patient because you all are the amazing ones. You're learning another language. It's just my honor to be a part of your journey. So no worries at all. Here we go. All right. Okay, I see euphoria. Euphoria comes in. Oh, man, it flew by. Hold on one second, guys. Euphoria, okay? You thought of euphoria when you saw this image. Walking on air. Again, looking at this image, which of the expressions or idioms or term that you learned today comes to mind, all right? When you're looking at this image. Here we go. Oh, I love it. Filled with delight, all right? Euphoria, filled with delight. Here we go. Walking on air. Ooh, Eric? She was filled with delight when she got her husband by her side. Yes, come on, sentence. I love it. Here we go. Walking on air, euphoria. Here we go, euphoria. They are walking on air. Yes, their smiles are huge. I mean, it's making me smile looking at them. All right, here we go. Walking on air, excellent. Filled with delight. I love it. I love it. Here we go. She was filled with delight. Yes, walking on air, filled with delight. Excellent. Now, again, I want you to keep in mind what's happening during this workshop. You're learning new terms. You're understanding the situations in which they can be used. And we're also looking at images that show what the terms actually describe or explain. All right, now it's time for us to go into our 5 W's. Now, remember the 5 W's. Real quick, let's do a test. What are the 5 W's, everyone? In the comment section, tell us. What are the 5 W's? Write the 5 W's very quickly in the comment section. Tell us, what are the 5 W's? If you've ever studied any of my YouTube lessons, you've probably heard me talk about the 5 W's. So, what are the 5 W's? Who's going to be the first person to type out each of the W's that follow along with the 5 W's method? Because we're going into this part of our workshop now where you're going to kind of put together what you've been learning. What are the 5 W's? I can tell that you guys are typing as fast as you possibly can. Yes, Mercedes. Who, what, oh, when, where, and not the last one. Who, what, when, where. That's correct, but they're missing one. Here we go. Morinike. Who or what, who, when, where, and why. Excellent. Yes. These are the 5 W's. We have who, what, when, where, and why. So we're going to start off now looking at this image, okay? Looking at this image, we said they're walking on air, they're experiencing euphoria, they're filled with delight, but who are they? In the comment section, I want you to write who you think these individuals actually are, all right? Who are they? In the comment section, you're seeing me change this size. Who are these individuals? All right. Who are they? Who do you think these 2 individuals are? Again, we're focusing on the 5 W's. We're moving into the part of our workshop where we're going to be helping you understand English fluency, right? Organizing your thoughts. Okay, we put information in, euphoria, walking on air, filled with delight. Now it's time to bring things out. So, who do you think these individuals are? Looking in the comment section, yes. All right, Karina says, Tip, I think they're a couple. Here we go. All right, maybe they're a couple. Excellent. All right. Who do you think these individuals are? Let's see, a couple. I love it. They're flying in. A couple. Let's see. A couple. All right, Dr. Max as well says a couple. Here we go. Friends. All right. A lovely couple. I love that. Yes. All right. Partners in a workshop. I love that. Thinking creatively. I love that. Partners in a workshop. I love that. A man and his wife. Okay. Who are they? A man and his wife. Yes, they are walking on air. We have siblings. Yes, they could possibly be brother and sister. I love that. Who do you think these individuals are? Friends, okay, so we have friends, a couple, siblings. I love it. All right, so let me write some of these down again. Keep typing in the comment section, all right? So we have friends, possibly. We have a couple, right? A couple. We have partners, all right? Partners. Again, who do you think these individuals are? All right, excellent. Oh, we have classmates. I love that. They're possibly classmates. Brother and sister. I love that. I love that. Maybe they're students. Excellent. All right, so remember, now we are organizing our thoughts to describe this image. Now, the next W is what? What are they doing? All right, so we have the who. Now, what are they doing? Looking at this image, what are they doing? I want you to think in English. Man, what are they? What are they doing actually? What's happening in this picture? Again, look at the image. What are they doing? Look closely at the image. In your opinion, what are they doing? Type it in the comment section. What do you think these 2 individuals, it might be a couple, might be a brother and sister, might be classmates, partners. What do you think they're doing? Oh, I like that. They're at a photo shoot. They're smiling. They're chilling. I like that. I like that. All right, what do you think they are doing? They're laughing. I love that. They are making memories. I like that. They're watching TV. I love it. They are, let's see, walking on air. I love that. They're recording a video. They're taking a picture. Yes, taking a photo. I love it. They're recording a video, taking a picture with a lot of joy, playing a game. Yes, you see what's happening, right, everyone? You're thinking creatively in English as you're looking at this image. Excellent. They're staring at something funny. I love it. I love it. Here we go. Taking a picture, smiling. Excellent. Here we go. Watching TV. Just relaxing. Yeah, maybe they're just relaxing and they're just happy. The woman is putting her elbow on his shoulder. That's what's happening in the picture. I love it. Taking a photo for their family. I love it. 2 more. They are making or creating a memory by taking a photo. Yes. Here we go. They are listening to other people. I love it. So again, you're thinking creatively in English, looking at this image to answer the what. So who, what, when? When do you think this is happening? When do you think this is happening? Now, look at the image. Look outside. Is it dark outside or is it light outside? Again, when do you think this is happening? Look at the image, everyone. When do you think this is happening? If they're taking a photo, when is this photo being taken? If they're laughing, when are they laughing? What day is it? What actually is happening? Again, when do you think this is happening? Type it in the comment section. Ooh, at night, in the evening, after dinner. I like that. I like that. When? Again, during the night, after their honeymoon. Let's see. Ooh, more are flying in. Let's see. At midnight. All right. Late in the evening. I love it. I love it. Nighttime. I love it. Again, looking at the image to see, hey, when is this actually occurring? After a long day. I love it. At midnight. Again, looking at the image to figure out, hey, when is this actually happening? After an argument, thinking creatively, now they're happy, okay? So who, what, when, now where? Where is this happening? I want you to look at the image. Where is this happening? We have these images in the corner. We have a chair over here with a table. We have the window in the background with another chair over here. So where are they? Where are they right now? Where do you think they are right now? Looking at the picture, where do you think this couple is right now? Looking at this image, where do you think the couple is right now? Looking at the image, where do you think the couple is? Ooh, I like that. I like that. They're sitting in a room. They're at home. They're at their house. I love that. In the living room. I love it. Or in their apartment. Yes, I love it. Here we go. At the family cookout. Yes, I love it. Here we go. More are flying in. At their house. Yes. Winter garden of their house. I love it. At their grandparents' house. Yes. In the living room. I love it. Here we go. At home. Again, thinking creatively in English. Where do you think they are? And now, why? Why are they doing this? Or why is this happening? Okay? So, what's the reason? Think about the what you gave earlier. And I want you to come up with why. All right? Why is this happening? All right? Why is this happening? If they're taking a photo, why are they taking a photo? If they're laughing, why are they laughing? If they are watching something, why are they watching something? Okay? So, in the comment section, I want you to tell us why. Why do you think this is happening? In the comment section, let's see in the comment section. Tell us why you think this is happening. Let's see. They're flying in. Let's see. Ooh, because they love each other. I like that. They love each other. A baby is coming. I like that. They're celebrating their new apartment. Excellent. Yes. Why are they so happy? Here we go. Because they're happy. Yes, they're smiling because they're happy. Again, why do you think this is happening? They're celebrating their new home. I love it. I love it. Here we go. While they're flying in. Let's see. More flew in. Let's see. A comment came in. Ooh, because they're feeling exhilarating, right? They're feeling, they're exhilarated. Let's see, exuberant. Okay, I like that. They're having fun together. They're celebrating good news. They're filled with delight. I like that. I love that, actually. Let's see, because they are a new couple. Yes, they're celebrating their new house. Excellent. All right. This is what I want you all to do now. In the comment section, we've organized our thoughts. We know the who, the what, the when, the where, and the why. Now I want you to create a sentence describing this image, and I also want you to try to use one of the terms you've learned today. Think about what you've learned today during this workshop, and I want you to try to describe this image. We have the who, what, when, where, and why, and try to also use one of the terms, either the vocabulary, the expression, or the idiom that you've learned in this workshop so far. Now remember, you can write more than one sentence, but make sure you're describing this image, including the who, what, when, where, and why, and also one of the terms you learned today. I like that. They're celebrating a new job. I like that, okay? Again, so in the comment section, you guys your fingers should be flying right now. Describe this image, and you want to include each of the 5 W's and also one of the terms you learned today. Again, you got it. Euphoria, filled with, delight, and walking on air. Excellent. Choose one and describe this image. Here we go. Let's see. They are planning a vacation trip with their friends. Excellent. All right. We want to try to include now the term, something you learned today. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, you made it to the comment section. Welcome, Pitsu. Welcome. Here we go. All right. Pedro says the happy couple is posing for a photo after they had a meal in their apartment to capture this memory. Great. Excellent. Now, add another one that actually includes the term or expression or idiom that we learned today. But excellent. Very good, Pedro. Very good. Here we go. The couple is sharing memories, and they look like they are walking on air at night in their living room because they love each other. Good. Again, I made a few edits, a few tweaks, but excellent content. Very good. Saidu, I think. Excellent job. Very good. Here we go. Siblings are taking a photo after dinner in the living room because they're happy to meet again. Good content. Excellent. Remember, try to use one of the terms that you learned today. All right, Hassan. She found out that she got pregnant and shared with her husband. Then they were both walking on air. Excellent. I like that. Again, remember, I'm making the edits as I read your sentences. Very good. Very good. Here we go. Here we go. I'm looking for one more comment. Let's do one more. This lovely couple in their living room was filled with delight after their parents announced that this apartment was theirs. Excellent. So add one of the terms that we learned today, but excellent job. Yes, they were filled with delight. Excellent job. Very good. Excellent. All right. So again, we have this image. We have the 5 W's. Again, what's happening right now, everyone? You learned terms. And then we looked at an image and saw how the image actually represented the terms you learned. Then you organized your thoughts in English, who, what, when, where, and why. And you're now able to create a sentence or multiple sentences to describe this image using the 5 W's and using the terms that you learned today. All right. Again, this is how you're able to not just learn English, but use it with confidence. All right. Makes sense? Again, using the 5 W's and the terms. Now, before we go to the next part, I have a quick question for you all. In the comment section, I want you to write, so far in our workshop, we're not done at all, but so far in our workshop, what is the favorite thing? What is your favorite term so far? You've learned 3. Which one is your favorite? Type it in the comment section. So far, what have you enjoyed the most that you've learned during the workshop so far? Again, we're going to transition, but so far you've learned a lot. What have you enjoyed the most? Maybe it's a term, maybe it's something else, but I want you to type in the comment section what you've enjoyed so far the most. All right. As you're typing, again, looking at your PDF. All right. We have the couple. You guys wrote your sentences about the couple. All right. You have 2 extra images as well in the PDF. All right. So again, in the comment section, write which one have you enjoyed the most, which term do you enjoy the most, and we're going to transition to our next image. All right. To dive into our next image. Here we go. See the comment section flying in. Let's see. Ooh, I love that sentence though. Joy and Sarah are feeling euphoria at a friend's house watching their favorite comedy movie on Saturday night. Excellent, John C. I love it. I love it. All right. Damas likes euphoria. I love it. Here we go. Dio Gratias likes walking on air. Excellent. I love it. Filled with delight. Fabrice likes filled with delight. I love it. Mr. D likes walking on air. Excellent. Excellent. All right. I love it. I love it. Here we go. Let's continue now. Let's continue. So looking at this image, which one comes to mind? Looking at this image, which one comes to mind? Let me know in the comment section. Which one comes to mind as you look at this image? Looking at this image, which one comes to mind? Let's see in the comment section. Let's see. Let's see. All right, let me see in the comments now. Let's see. Let's see. All right, which one comes to mind? All right, maybe filled with delight. Here we go. Walking on air. This woman is walking on air. I love it. I love it. The visualization, you like seeing. Oh, you like seeing what you're learning. I love that. Excellent. Here we go. Walking on air. I love it. I love it. When you look at this image, what comes to mind? Excellent. Yes. Walking on air. I love it. Euphoria. Excellent. Happy in this time. Yes, she's very happy in this image. I love that. Yes, she's extremely happy. Excellent. All right, let's look at another image. When you look at this image, which one comes to mind? Walking on air, euphoria, or filled with delight? Which one comes to mind as you're looking at this image? Look at their faces. Look how happy they look. She's even looking directly at the camera. Which comes to mind when you look at these individuals in this image? Which expression or term comes to mind that you learned today? Which one comes to mind? I see walking on air. I love it. Again, which one comes to mind? Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Which one comes to mind as you look at this image? And this is what I want you to keep in mind. As you're going through your day, you're going to see people that are happy. Now you can say, ah, she's filled with delight. Ah, he's experiencing euphoria. Ah, he is walking on air as you're going through your day. Yes, euphoria. Yes, I love it. Filled with delight. Excellent. Euphoria. Yes, I love it. I love it. Again, think about what is happening in the image. We have euphoria. Yes, they're very happy. Very true. They are walking on air. Excellent. I love it. Walking on air. Filled with delight. Yes, they're having fun. Very true. Euphoria. I love it. So we see this exemplified in the image. Euphoria. Walking on air. Filled with delight. I love it. I love it. Excellent. Excellent. All right. So we've learned these terms and we understand how to express joy and how to describe different aspects of joy using an idiom, using a term, or using an expression. Now, I want to ask you this. At the very beginning of our workshop, we're not done, but at the very beginning of our workshop, I asked you about your challenges as it relates to English. And you said, Tiff, it's hard to learn writing. It's hard to learn listening. It's hard to learn how to speak. And there is this kind of emotion attached to these struggles. Sometimes you're sad, sometimes you're frustrated. Let me ask you this. Did you experience joy during this class? If you experienced joy, just type joy in the comment section very quickly because I want you to understand something. There's a reason why I am doing this workshop. If you experienced joy or euphoria during this workshop so far, I want you to type joy in the comment section. I want everyone to type. If you've experienced euphoria, you've enjoyed this workshop so far, we're not done, type joy in the comment section. Again, if you've experienced joy so far, type joy in the comment section. There's a reason I'm asking this question because sometimes when English learners are on their journey, they experience frustration. But you all, during this last hour that we've been together so far, I'm seeing joy fly in like, no, Tiff, I've experienced joy. This has been enjoyable. I love this. Why? Because not only are you learning something, but you feel that you can use what you're learning with confidence. This is what it feels like to enjoy your English journey. I love it. You're experiencing joy. Like, this was good. Walking on air. I love it. You've experienced lots of joy. Now that makes me happy because my goal is to help you guys experience joy on your journey. So I do have something special for you guys. I brought one of my students who also experienced joy, and I want you guys to meet him very quickly. All right? So you guys can ask him any question that you'd like, but I'm going to bring him on camera very quickly. So I'm going to ask, hold on one second, I'm going to unmute him. You can unmute yourself. Fred, you're muted. There you go. Hello, Fred. How are you?
Hey, Tiff. I'm walking on air to be here with you.
I love it. I love it. Fred is walking on air. Fred, you have been one of my students for a long time, but I want to ask Fred, where are you from?
I'm from Brazil. I live in the north part of Brazil.
North part of Brazil. Okay, now I'm going to ask this question to those that are watching. Again, we're talking about joy on your English journey, guys. Who else is from Brazil that's watching right now? I know it's very early in the morning, so we might not have too many Brazilians, but if you are from Brazil, Fred is from Brazil, I want you to type I am in the comment section if you're from Brazil. Now, Fred has been with me for quite a while, and I'm going to ask him several questions later because I feel like he's an inspiration to so many people. But Fred, I do want to ask you one question before we get into our longer conversation. Can you explain the joy that you have because you can speak English now? Can you tell everyone watching, what joy do you have?
Tiff, it's hard to say because, when you have a dream, when you want to do something, and you try to do it for, with your whole strength.
Yeah.
And you finally achieve it. I don't know, it's unbelievable how describe it, because for me, before I was pretty shy, even speaking in Portuguese, and after started speaking in English, my confidence started to grow even to speak in Portuguese, because I was pretty shy before, and now I think I'm a different person just because I speak English. My confidence that I have now because I speak English helped me in other parts of my life as well. So I think, it's hard to say in a few words, but I think it's a blessing.
I love it. I love it. Very well said. I was walking on air as I was listening to you. You really explained that very well. I love it. I want to make sure you guys heard this. And again, we're going to bring Fred back. I want to make sure you guys heard what Fred said. Now that he's able to speak English fluently, there's a joy he's experiencing, and that affected even his ability to speak Portuguese, which is your mother tongue, right? This is your mother language, Portuguese, right?
Yep.
You gained confidence not just in speaking English, but in every other aspect of your life. So, Fred, this is what makes me so happy. Again, when I'm looking at you, I'm smiling hard because I'm just so proud of you. But I do. Go ahead. Yeah.
Can I tell you a very quick story
about
this?
Of course.
What I feel right now?
Yeah.
Last August, I was in a marketing event here in Brazil. I think it was about 8,000 people there watching that conference. And a person was speaking in the stage, and they said, who wants to ask a question? And I saw the lady with the microphone close to me, and I raised my hand, and I said, I want to ask a question. I stand up in front of 8,000 people, and I grabbed the microphone, and I spoke. I asked the question. Before, it was not possible. It was not because I was pretty shy. Those that don't know me well, they know that I was not able to do that. And I got really proud of myself because I noticed that I can do whatever I want. And I know that I am able to speak like that in Portuguese because I am confident to speak in English. And that English helped me to build this confidence in myself,
I love that. I love that. When you said 8,000 people, I want everybody to understand 8,000, not 800, 8,000 people. And Fred, I know you well.
8,000, yeah.
I remember when we first met, Fred. I remember the first time we met. You were a great guy then. I remember how shy you were, though. And now to see you, it's just like, man, and I've brought you on many times before because you really are an inspiration to so many people, but I love it. I love it. Now, Let me say this, guys. Fred has a lot more to share with you guys. I'm going to ask him many more questions. And you guys, I want you to start thinking of your questions for Fred. I'm going to bring him back in about 5 minutes, but I want you guys to take the time to write your questions so that when Fred comes back, you can ask him questions. So Fred, I'll see you in a few moments, okay?
See you there.
All right. All right, so isn't that amazing, guys? Again, I wanted to show you guys Fred because we're talking about joy, right? Talking about euphoria, filled with delight, right? Walking on air. Fred was able to speak in front of 8,000 people. How much joy would you experience having the confidence to grab the mic and be able to speak? So his confidence is high in English, and it also helped him be more confident when he's speaking his own language, Portuguese, and being in front of people. And this is, again, why I am so passionate about teaching English. I want to ask you guys this question. I want to ask you guys, and please, in the comment section, I want you guys to respond. Here's the thing. I want you to list some things that you have to study on your English journey. Earlier, you guys mentioned a few things, but I want you to list some more. Let's brainstorm together. All right. Again, we're talking about your English journey, right? What are some things that you must study in order to speak English fluently? All right. I'll write one. I'll write vocabulary. All right. Vocabulary. You must study vocabulary in order to speak English fluently. In the comment section, I want you all to tell me, what are some other things that you must study in order to speak English fluently, right? As an English learner, again, I'm so impressed with Fred, but I want to ask you all, what are some things you must study in order to speak English fluently on your journey, right? Many of you have been studying for 6 months, a year, 2 years, maybe 5 years. What are some things, the building blocks of English? I want to know your opinion. Again, remember, this is an interactive class, workshop, and I love to hear from you. So what do you think? I put vocabulary. What's next? What do you think you need to study in order to be able to speak English fluently? Ooh, good one. English expressions. Yes, keep them coming, guys. We're going to brainstorm together. Again, this workshop is meant to help you all. Things that you must study in order to improve your English. Yes, grammar is important. Things that you must study in order to improve your English. Here we go. Some more comments are coming in. Wow, man, yes, they're flying in now. Hold on one second. I just saw it fly in. I saw idioms. Practice speaking. All right, practice speaking. So you need to learn some speaking skills. So practice speaking, right? Fluency tips. Here we go. Another one came in. Phrases. Yes. Oh, here we go. 1 second. Phrases, right? You got a little phrases, right? Phrases. I saw idioms fly in as well. Yes. Intonation. Excellent. Intonation. Again, write down what you think is important on this journey to learn English. What do you need to learn? Ooh, this is a great one. Sentence structure. Excellent. Sentence structure. Very true. Sentence structure. Here we go. More are flying in. Excellent. Yes, you must learn idioms. Remember, we're talking about your English journey and you're trying to speak English fluently, right? But you also want to have joy on this journey. You want to be filled with delight. So we're just listing things you have to learn on your English journey. Oh man, yes, excellent. Phrasal verbs. Very good. Phrasal verbs are very important. All right? Phrasal verbs. All right? Let me get one more. Let's see, one more. Something that you must learn in order to improve your English. I like this one. Where did it go? Oh man, I saw rhythm. Yes, I like that. Rhythm. That is very important. Again, you must study rhythm as you are learning English. Okay? Again, rhythm. All right? Let me see this one more time. Hold on 1 second. All right. Let's see. All right. Some more are flying in. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Anything else? Listening. Yes, listening is good. Slang. Excellent. All right. So we have, hold on 1 second, guys. I don't like the way this is written. Let me make it a little bit clearer for you guys. All right. So we have this long list of things that you have to learn, right? Many of these things are very important. Now, let me ask you this question, all right? We talked about joy, and I'm going to try to see if I can get your votes. Which of these things brings you the most joy? Think about it. Again, sometimes English can be challenging, but I want you to type in the comment section, and this is what we'll do. Hold on. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want you to type the number. If you think learning vocabulary brings you the most joy, type the number 1, all right? So I want you to type the number that represents which one brings you the most joy, all right? I think you guys understand the question, all right? Which one brings you the most joy? Remember, we've been talking about joy, euphoria, filled with delight, walking on air. On this journey to study English, which one brings you the most joy? Oh, wow, they're flying in. All right, so here we go. We have 3, all right? So 3, let's change the color real quick. 3, let's see. 4, all right, 4. Then we have 3 again, excellent. All right, we'll try to take the first 20 votes. All right, here we go. I got that one already. Let's see. Hate says 3. All right. Brings you the most joy. All right. Let me see. They're flying in now. 3 brings you the most joy. All right. 4. Wow. 4. All right. Here we go. All right. 4. Wow. 4 is getting lots of love. I love it. Here we go. Number 2. I'm going to take 5 more. All right. Keep typing, guys. You don't know if I'll be choosing yours or not. All right. Number 7, sentence structure. Good. Number 10, rhythm, learning the rhythm. All right, I'm going to take 3 more. They're flying in. 4 is getting a lot of love. 2 more. Let's see. 4. All right. 4 is getting a lot of love. Let's see. Here we go. And we have number 1, vocabulary. All right. Now, many other votes popped in, right? But again, we're speaking about the thing that brings you the most joy on your English journey. All right. Number 4 got the most votes. Practicing speaking, right? But grammar got some votes, expressions, vocabulary, sentence structure, rhythm. I want to say this. Each of these, they're all important as you're studying. This is where it gets interesting. We've listed 10 things. Let's say these are 10, the fundamentals of studying English. Now, what happens when you're trying to make your study plan? You have 365 days in a year. No matter what country you live in, we all have the same amount of days in a year. 365 days. Let me ask this. This is what happens as you're trying to study, right? You have month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. From January to December. How do you know what to study and when? That's where the challenge comes in. How do you know what to study and when? There are 12 months in a year. There are 10 things that we listed that are important when you are trying to study English. Now, for those that said, Tiff, I love practicing speaking. Can you practice speaking every day of the year without studying vocabulary, without studying idioms, without studying expressions? Will your English improve? The answer is no. There has to be a balance of all of these things in order for you to speak English fluently. This is why I wanted to bring Fred on, because as you all saw, Fred speaks English fluently with confidence. He actually does business with companies that are in America, meaning he does business in English now. The same man who was nervous, who was shy to speak English, is now doing business in English. So, how did Fred figure it out? Because if you're trying to make your own plan for a full year and you have to add all of these things, it can be challenging. So I want to bring Fred back on, and this is why I wanted you all to come up with your questions. I'm going to interview Fred because Fred has figured something out. Again, following a plan that helped him get to where he is. So Fred, I'm going to bring you back on. Fred, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. We get to see you again. Now, before I ask Fred the first question again, if you all have questions, type them in the chat area. Fred is a great guy. He's willing to answer your questions. Just to give you guys a heads up, Fred has been a part of a course. I created a course a long time ago that gives you 365 daily English lessons, and it takes you from the intermediate level to the advanced level. Fred is proof that the course works. We looked at the list of things you have to study in order to speak English fluently. But on your own, it's challenging. Fred decided to trust me to join the course, so I wanted to interview Fred, and I'm going to put the link on the screen. If you guys also want to enroll in the course, we would love for you to enroll in the course, but I'm going to interview Fred, and as I interview him, if you have questions, you can please type them in the chat. But if you want to enroll, here's the link right here. SpeakEnglishWithTiffany.com/365plan. Again, www.speakEnglishWithTiffany.com/365plan. Again, Fred enrolled in this course, and this is the result. So, Fred, I'm going to jump into the conversation with you. And again, any questions that pop in, I will let them ask as well. Oh, wow. You know what? Fred, a question came in, and I think, well, let's start with the question that we planned first. Fred, let me ask you this. How long have you been studying with me? If you could let them know.
Yeah, I have been studying with you since 2019. You know, I started English. I started to flirt with English in 2018. However, not in a serious way. And I started to study with you in 2019. So it was the best decision in my life. And I am here 6 years later, speaking with you, very happy. And this is where I start to study with you.
I love it. So Fred, you said you're very happy. Are you walking on air?
I am.
I love it. I love it. All right, Fred. So let me ask this question again. You know me quite well. You've been with me for a long time. But again, this is really about you. Like, I am always impressed with you. Here's the question I want to ask you, Fred. What made you decide, and I'm looking at my question right now, what made you decide to start learning English with me? There are so many other amazing, and I want to emphasize, amazing English teachers online who are also passionate about helping English learners. But what made you start learning with me? And also, what kept you motivated? Because even 365 days, having daily lessons, it can be a little bit, okay, well, I've done it for a month. How come you continued? What made you stay? What motivated you?
Okay, first of all, what made me take this decision to study with you was, I started to study English on YouTube, watching videos. I saw many great YouTube teachers, like you mentioned, but I saw some videos about how to make long sentences in English, how to express yourself in a good way, how to organize your thoughts. And I got like, wow, this is interesting. Let me check more. And then I saw your videos, and I binge watched your YouTube channel at the beginning. And I got like, man, this is me. When this lady has a course, I'm gonna join. But you didn't have a course at that time. But right there in 2019, I think at the beginning of the year, you launched the academy. You launched this program, and I got like, wow, this is the time. I'm gonna start to study with her, and let's see what happens. Because I saw that beautiful smile. That your energy is really contagious. So this is the reason I decided to study with you, because that happiness, that energy, really contagious me, and I decided to study with you because I noticed that this lady is going to help me. She seems to be a very good person as well. So, and I felt like an interesting connection with you. So yeah, I just decided because I felt that this is the right teacher I can trust, and she's helping me a lot for free on YouTube. Imagine how can she help me in a course, close to her, studying with her every day with this plan. So this is what happened. I don't remember your other question. Sorry if you can repeat that.
No worries. I saw somebody type in the comment. I'm so sorry, guys. There's an echo, so I'm going to put my headphones on so you guys don't hear the echo. It's not you, Fred. They're hearing your voice through mine. So I'm going to put my headphones on, FYI, everybody, but you're okay. So Fred, I'm going to hit mute as I'm putting my headphones on. The The other part of the question is, what kept you motivated, right? Why did you stay? Because there are so many different programs. And again, I'm honored to be your teacher still. What made you stay, right? You joined the course and it's a plan. Every day there are videos, there are different audio files. What helped you stay motivated?
You told me once that the key to speak English fluently and to be, to speak a good English is to maintain the consistency. You told me this once, and I
Exactly.
never forget that. Because, I have tried before, but I just gave up. I could not continue to study because I felt like, oh, this is not for me. It's too hard. I don't know. It's too hard for me. So, but when I just start to study with you every day, I noticed that if I stop one day or one week, game over. I'm not gonna achieve my goal to speak English fluently. And then I decided to maintain the consistency, studying every day, you know, pushing myself because when you are adults, we have our families, we need to work, we have a lot of things to do, and study English is one more thing. So it's not easy to maintain the consistency. And I know that everybody here work, everybody here has a life. So how to find time to do that? And what was interesting for me, it was because your lessons are short. We can
Yeah,
just go 15 minutes study at today, and we can move with our other activities. So I think this helped me a lot as well. And one thing that make me, maintain the consistency and don't give up is I have a business, as you mentioned before.
yeah,
I start to get clients outside of Brazil
yeah,
because I started to speak English. Before was not possible. It was just a dream. I was dreaming about to have clients outside of my country, and this is
yeah.
the reason I decided to study English because I noticed English is the main language we can use for business, and I decided to join your course because of my business, and
I
this
love it.
continued to be one of my reasons why I didn't give up and why I'm not gonna give up never
I
because I
love
have
it.
a business. I like to help people to improve their business as well. So yeah, this is the main reason, and of course my family. I need to take care of them. So it's when you speak English, you have more opportunities to to make more money, to live a better life, and yeah, I think that's it.
I love it. I love it. Well said. Jocelyn, one of our family members, also said, well said, Fred. I love it. All right. Again, guys, remember, I'm having this conversation with Fred, but you guys can ask any questions you want. I feel like Fred is a good example of what happens when you're consistent, you don't give up. As your teacher, remember, I studied Korean. I understand how hard it is to stay motivated and to remain consistent. But when you do, this right here will be the result. So, all right, Fred, until their questions come in the comment section. Oh, here we go. Here's the question. Hey, Fred, how often do you use English, mainly speaking? How often do you use it? Oh, Jalal. Hey, my homie. He's one of the, hey, good to see you, Jalal. So, how often do you speak it? Speak English?
I use English every day. Every day, the biggest part of my day, I speak English because of my business. So I need to speak English all the time,
Yeah.
and I force myself to do that because I notice that if I need to speak English every day, if I put myself in situations that I need to speak, I don't have another way to do. I need to push myself. I need to find a way, to improve my speaking skills. So I speak English every day,
Great
every
question,
single.
great question, and great answer. All right, one more before I go to the questions that we talked about. So, Fred, this is from MD Shabul Miha says, what was the most, uppercase, the most challenging part of learning English during your journey, right? We've been talking today about experiencing joy, and you seem happy, right? But you're at the point many of them want to be, right? Or you're speaking fluently. So the question is, what was the most challenging part of learning English for you, Fred, during your journey?
I think the most challenging thing is to show up and speak. you know,
Yes.
because speaking English is not just because of vocabulary, or it's more about confidence, in my opinion. Of course,
Yes.
you need to have vocabulary, but if you don't have confidence, you cannot speak. Even you have a lot of expressions,
Yes.
a lot of vocabulary, but if you don't have the confidence to speak, it's
Yes.
kind of impossible. And I think the main challenge is to gain this confidence.
Good
Gaining confidence
point.
is really hard. However, as I mentioned before, if you maintain a consistency and if you show up, guys, to be here with Tiffany in front of you is not easy. I'm speaking here confidently, but it's not easy at all. So, but I took this challenge. I need to be there. I need to speak. So it's I love a challenge, and I learned how to like challenges, because before I avoid them. I avoid hard situations. I avoid situations that I could embarrass myself. And right now I don't have this fear. So if I have the opportunity to speak, I'm gonna do that. I have learned that we never that never how can I say that, when you have a chance to speak,
Yes.
never say no. Never say
Yes.
no. Even you are afraid, so do it. You will see that you're going to learn from that situation. Like I'm learning right now, and I have learned in many situations that I need to put myself out there, and to show up on camera, speaking, even with a not perfect English, but I could do that. I decide to challenge myself. So I think this is the most hard thing, because we are afraid of judgment. We hate to be judged by others. So when you notice that this is part of the process, and you need to overcome this fear of being judged, you can do whatever you want. So it's just a question of you just need to put yourself out there.
I love
Great
it.
question.
Yeah, great question, great answer. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let me ask you this, Fred. I'm looking at the next question I want to ask you. What do you personally, now, you know me well. I normally don't like to, the expression is toot my own horn or say I'm a good teacher, because I just love you guys, right? Not just Fred, but everyone here. I really am passionate about teaching English. And my students know that it's honest, like I'm being very honest. So this question is kind of out of character, but I do want to know, Fred, like, what do you love most about my teaching style, right? And how has it helped you improve your English fluency, right? Because again, it's 365 days of English lessons, right? So every day of the year, there's a lesson. So a student doesn't have to worry about, oh no, how do I get this? Nope, I've done it all for you. But if you're going to be following a course that has the same teacher every day, hopefully you like that teacher. So Fred, for you, what do you love the most about my teaching style? And what has helped you the most improve?
I would say that everything, but
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
pay him to say that, guys. I didn't pay him to say that.
I'm gonna point out something. You teach us a lot of good things. You teach us valuable expressions, valuable vocabulary, phrasal verbs, everything. But there is one thing that you do to us, for us, that I noticed that you're different. In your academy, you are not the star. We, as students, we are the star. You like to put us on spot and to shine, to flourish. So I think this is one of the most important things, because this helped me a lot to gain confidence, because I had the opportunity to be the star, to feel myself as, okay, Fred, you are good, you are intelligent. So that
Yes.
confidence is because you don't think in you think in to the students. You think, how
Yes.
can I help the students more? And we talk a lot, almost every single week, and you talk a lot about this. But I want to help more people. How can I help more people? You are always thinking about, how can I help? How can I help? And I think this is one of the best things about you. You have a beautiful heart,
I
and you
appreciate
like to
that.
help
I
helping
appreciate
people.
that.
And I think this is the thing that you know I can say this is the best because it's not just about English, it's about people. You care about people, and this is really important for me.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate you saying that. Again, you know me quite well because you've been in the academy for so long. But I appreciate that, and I do want to say like it's true. Like I always think you guys, those watching right now, like you guys are amazing. Like English is not an easy language, and you guys are studying it and making efforts to learn. So yes, with the course, yes, there are a lot of lessons I've put out there, but I think you guys are amazing. So if I can help you guys feel more confident, it makes me happy. So thank you, Fred. I do appreciate that. Let me ask this. So we have the link right here for those that want to enroll in the course. And again, it's every day you get a lesson. You follow the lesson. There are recorded videos, there are audio files, there's downloadable PDFs. And again, it requires consistency, right? But the 365, this daily English lessons plan, it's one of my signature study methods, right? One of my signature courses. But for you, Fred, because that's the first one you enrolled in, what is the best part of following the plan, right? How did it help you stay consistent? Because it is, yes, it's a video or an audio file every day, but what did you like the most about this plan? Was it that every day was different, or like what did you like about the plan?
Well, first, we don't need to think about what I need to study today. Everything is there. Everything is ready to study. You are very organized. You think about how can I make the student's life easier. So you
Yeah.
organize in a very good way. So I just need to go there and study. I don't need to think about today, should I study vocabulary? Today, should I study about culture? Is everything there? You just need to follow the plan. And you don't need to take a lot of time, searching, or a lot of time thinking about what we can study today. You just need to follow the plan. And I think this is pretty important to us because we don't have time to,
Exactly.
to search. We don't have time to think about what should I study today. So, and everything is there. And you organize in 4 phases, which is makes even simple and easier to study. So I think this save a lot of time. We can just go there and study every day. See, even we don't have a lot of time.
I like that. I like that. Good. I'm happy to hear that. That was the goal. I'm happy to hear that. Let's see. Can you share a breakthrough moment, Fred, when you realized you could confidently speak English without hesitation? Like I see it now, but I see the smile. I'm gonna let you go. Go for it.
Yeah, I remember one day I was in a Zoom meeting with international client, and we are speaking. I think it was about 1 hour and a half, speaking about business, about strategies, speaking about a lot of things. And I was speaking in a flow that I was not noticing that I was speaking in English. I was very in a flow. And all of a sudden I stopped and I felt, I think about this. I thought, wow, I'm speaking in English for 1 hour and a half. And I didn't notice that I was speaking in English. I was not thinking about this. I was just speaking.
Wow.
And I was not
Wow.
thinking in Portuguese. I was not translating in my head. I was
Wow.
just speaking in English. And I got like, yeah, this is amazing. I think I told you about this
Yeah.
because at that day I noticed that I speak English. Before I didn't say that I speak English. I said I'm studying English. I'm studying English. But after that day I said I speak English because
Woo!
what I did
I
today,
love it.
is I don't see a lot of people doing. Speaking with confidence in a good pace and without you know
Yeah.
any setback. I got like,
Yeah.
yeah, I speak English. That was the day that I noticed that I speak English for sure.
Listen, that is my goal. Speak English with Tiffany. Like I want you to speak English, and I'm glad like you finally said it like that. That is when I feel like yes, we've hit the mark. So I'm happy that you recognized it. Like you were in this flow state. I love it. Okay, Fred.
And
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Tiff, sometimes we put this barrier between us and our dreams,
Yeah.
and we don't know how to overcome, but we don't notice that we are intelligent. We have a lot of things.
Yes.
We just need to have the right tools and push ourselves to achieve that.
Yes.
When that kind of thing happens, man, it's incredible.
I
I
love
think
that.
I said thank you a lot of time to you, but I need to say again, thank you so much
Mm.
because I told you this a lot of times, but you truly changed my life, and I
Oh,
think
I'm
we
happy to
don't
hear
know
that.
how much. Maybe you have an
Mm.
idea, but you don't know how
Mm.
much you changed my life. And today I'm a better person. I'm a better professional
Mm.
because I am your student, and I can say that I am your friend now because we have a good relationship.
Mm.
And yeah, I need to say thank you so much because you have a big heart and you helped me so much. I think one day I can tell you how much you helped me, how much you changed
Yeah,
my life. Yeah.
yeah. Well, this
I hope I
wasn't
can have you
about
soon.
me, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. No, I really do. I really do. I'm fine, guys. My eyes are watering because of this light. Don't worry. um, I appreciate your kind words. I really do. And my goal, honestly, is just to see. I want to see everybody experience what you've experienced, like that confidence in yourself. And when you said you realized, oh, I'm intelligent. And I think honestly, Fred, that's what happens where, and again, I hope I'm speaking to the other English learner that's watching this video, this workshop. There are those moments I've seen English learners feel, there's a word, dejected, right? So you guys, dejected means like discouraged, like your posture, you're down, and it's because of English. And these are intelligent individuals, right? And I hate seeing that because English should never make you feel that about yourself. You're intelligent, and I'm speaking to Fred and everyone else. You're intelligent, you're smart, you can do anything. Never let English make you feel that way. Never let anybody else make you feel that way. So my goal as a teacher is not just to teach you the terms, the expressions, sentence structure. My goal is to, through the lessons, yes, help you understand those things, but give you the confidence. What you guys are seeing right now in Fred, that's my goal for every student. Confidence, feeling intelligent, and feeling like you can conquer the world because you can. But again, it's a partnership, right? Like I'll give you the lessons, like I gave the course, Fred enrolled in the course, but Fred had to do the work. Fred had to be consistent, studying every day. Even when it was challenging, he had to continue. So that's my goal for everybody. So I'm happy to hear that, Fred. There's a question that came in, Fred, from Jonathan. Jonathan said, Fred, I'm Brazilian, and for me, learning English is a bit complicated. First, hey, Jonathan, good to see you.
Hello.
English, English is a bit complicated because of the differences between the languages, right? Between English and Portuguese. How can I understand the differences and process this in my daily life? How would you respond to his question? Thank you for the question, Jonathan.
Oh, that's a hard question.
Yeah.
You know, Jonathan, English and Portuguese is pretty different.
Yeah.
However, there are a lot of words that are similar.
Yeah.
A lot of words you can see that are similar. So we have this facility. For example, people that speak Portuguese easily can speak Spanish because the languages are pretty close. English is a little bit more far away from Portuguese. However, you have some connection between them.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to speak a better English, you don't need to think about how far is it. Think
Yeah.
about how can I improve this? How
Yeah.
many vocabulary I can learn every day? So what's more difficult for me? Get those vocabulary or those things that are hard for you and focus on that because I don't need to focus on things that I already know. I need to focus on
Mm-hmm.
things that I don't know. For
Mm-hmm.
example, if I cannot pronounce, for example, the word world,
Yeah.
if I cannot pronounce that, I need to focus on that. I
Yeah.
did that because I had, struggled to pronounce that word. It's pretty far away from Portuguese. We don't have this sound in Portuguese, for example. But I focused in that thing for a short period of time, and I
Yeah.
did. I think the most important thing is focus in what you need, not in what you don't have. So
Yeah.
because sometimes we don't have confidence, we don't have the tools. Focus in
Yes.
what you can do about that. If what I can do today is take Tiffany's course, do that and push
Mm.
yourself because you are stepping. You are going to be more close to your dream if you take some action based
Mm.
in what you need and based in your goals. So if you want to improve, do what it takes, do what you can, and don't focus in things that you don't have the control. And of course, push yourself. I think is the most important thing.
Amazing. Amazing. Great advice. Amazing.
Jonathan, your your question was hard.
No, but you did a great job. Like you answered it well. Great question, Jonathan. Again, this
Thank
also
you.
goes to Fred is at the point now. Now, Fred and I talked about before we had this workshop. I said, Fred, hey, I want to interview you. Here are the questions. So Fred was able to prepare for my questions. I didn't tell him that I was going to have you all ask him questions. Think about that. Fred was not able to prepare for any of your questions, yet he's been able to respond and answer intelligently because he's confident in his speaking abilities. I want each of you to experience the same thing. So, Fred, you're doing good. Don't worry. I know it's a lot of pressure,
Thank
but go
you. Yeah.
ahead. Oh,
I like to say something. I always say something. I say that in life, life doesn't have subtitles. You don't have. You need to be prepared. Even with vocabulary, with whatever, you need to be prepared because if you have the opportunity to speak with a native English speaker, they
yes.
will speak fast. You
Yes.
don't have the subtitles to see. You don't have the translation, so you need to be prepared. And sometimes we don't have the questions. We don't know what people will ask us. But if you are
Yes.
prepared, we
Yes.
can do whatever we want. So yeah, it's
I
hard,
love
but
that.
we can do it.
I love it. I also want to say one more thing. So a few moments ago, so I think we have a few Koreans watching, and it was pretty. I think it's a little bit. That's not that too late there right now. A few moments ago, Fred, you asked me a question. I said, Now in English, is a little bit rude, right? Depending on if it's friends, it's fine. It's like, huh? That's fine. We're friends. The reason I'm bringing this up is because earlier you said you were in a Zoom meeting and you got into this flow state, right? And you just started speaking English without thinking. In Korean is like yes, like that's yes. So my Korean learners here understand, right? And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Because I'm so comfortable with you and I'm comfortable in this situation, my brain goes from English to Korean sometimes. So is like yes or huh? Yeah, what's up in Korean. So
Oh, interesting.
yeah. So it's interesting,
We
yeah.
use this a lot in Portuguese.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
It's so like if you're thinking like but like I responded to you, you were like Tiff, and I was like like you could do it with friends in English, but I was thinking in Korean like yes, like what's up, huh? So it's like a sound that was used in Korean. All right. Okay, I think another this is my guy, so I gotta keep putting him up there. He's one of the homies. Professionally, teacher Tiffany, the way you teach is unique. Truly speaking, it's incomparable. I really appreciate again, like I do appreciate the compliments, guys. They do mean a lot to me. I think you guys do recognize like I care about each of you. Even if I've never seen you in person, if I never got an email from you, I still care about you. So thank you for the kind words. All right, Fred, I'm gonna ask you, I think we have time for one or two more questions. Wow. You've already talked about how it's changed your life. English has changed your life, but do you want to add anything else about how speaking English fluently has changed your life, whether your career, personal life, travel experiences? Again, like sometimes people learn English and they're like, oh, I can now travel. But I think after you started learning English and being able to speak, you blew your own mind by what happened to you. So can you tell us more about how speaking English fluently has changed your life?
okay. As I mentioned before, uh, my confidence grow in life,
Yes.
not just about English, but I'm a more confident person right now because of English, as I mentioned. And of course, I can make more money now outside of my country. I have some clients that I receive in dollars. So for me, I grow my business because of English. And this was my dream when I just started to study English. And for me, even now when I think about this, for me, it's crazy. I think, Fred, you are not supposed to be here. but you know but God is good because God put Tiffany in my life, and I decided to trust on her, to be my teacher and to study for her. And because I truly believe that I could do that, but I didn't have the tools, I didn't have the way to do. And now I can. So now I make more money, I have my clients, I I can expand my business uh, throughout the world
Yeah.
because of English. And I think
Yeah.
this is priceless.
I love
When
it.
you know, normally we don't think about things that are happening now, but if you stop and see, 6 years ago, I was dreaming about what I'm living now.
Wow. Yeah.
This this is beautiful. And I said, this is God
Yeah.
because, man, it's hard to explain,
Yeah.
but I feel very happy just because when I look back, I see that was my dream. Right now, I'm living my dream. I'm
I love
living
it.
this. I can travel. I can, make money. I can have friends all over the world. I can consume any content on the internet because of English,
I love it.
and yeah, it truly changed my life.
I
And
love it.
but I need to take this step. I need to push myself. It was not like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm here in this program and I'm gonna speak English. You need to do the job. You need to. Tiffany
Yes.
is like 100% on her, 100%. Oh, sorry, 50% on her, 50% on you. So
Yeah.
we need to push ourselves. The content is amazing, but if you don't push yourself, if you don't focus, if you don't maintain the consistency, nothing's gonna happen. So
Agreed.
yeah, I think in a nutshell is I became a more confident person,
Yeah.
and right now I have the freedom to to do business
Yeah.
with people that I never had the chance before because of the language barrier.
Yeah. Good answer. Good answer. All right, Fred, I have one last question for you in our last 4 minutes. Again, guys, you guys can enroll in the course if you'd like to take your English to the next level, start sounding like Fred. The link, again, is in the description and also right here, speakenglishwithtiffany.com/365 plan. All right. Here's the last question, Fred. You kind of alluded to this in your last answer, but what advice would you give to someone who is thinking about possibly enrolling in the program, but they're unsure if it'll work for them? I've seen some comments flying in like, I've studied so long, will it really work for me? What advice would you give them? Is the course itself going to change their life? Like, what can you tell them to help them realize, like, this course is the one to enroll in? What would you say?
My advice is do it because you know we have a lot of good teachers on the internet,
Yeah, yeah,
but as I mentioned before, you care about people, you care about us, and you like to see us flourishing and shining. Like, okay, you guys are the stars, so shine. So I don't think it's impossible if you are in a program like yours and you are continuing to study every day, you maintain the consistency, you have the focus. I i would say that's impossible. Don't speak English fluently. It's impossible because consistency is the key, as I mentioned before. You
yes,
have the tool, you give us the tools
yeah,
we need. Everything is there. So we have a bunch. Man, you guys are RC. You have a bunch of lessons, amazing lessons, and you can learn and apply. You can learn and use it. So if you are in a program like this and you are doing your job, you are consistently studying every day, you are pushing yourself. I'm not saying that's easy because some days we are not feel like to study. Some days we are, man, today I don't want to see English. I don't want to say anything in English. It's life. Some days we are not in a good mood,
yeah,
but even we can be there. We can study. We can. And the good thing is your classes, the energy in your classes are so good that we start to study. Some days we are not in the good mood, but we start to study. We feel happy because every time we see this beautiful smile, this big smile, and this is contagious. So yeah, I think is yeah. My main advice is do it. Take this step. Trust in this lady. I trust in this lady before in 2019, and here I am in a better life. I'm pretty happy, confident, confident to speak, and as I mentioned before, I changed my life completely because I took this decision. I took this step.
Wow.
So sometimes we are a little bit afraid of what's going on, what's going to happen. Don't think about that. Just think, I am with Tiffany. She's amazing, and I'm gonna do what it takes to achieve what I want. And we are here to help. We're here to help. And I think Tiffany is definitely a person that will change your life if you allow that. You know.
Thank you, Fred. I do appreciate, again, I've told you many times before, I appreciate your kind words. And thank you so much for your willingness. You guys, Fred is a busy man, and it's very early where he is as well. But I asked him if he wouldn't mind coming on to be interviewed, to show you guys that it is possible for you to speak English fluently. And he agreed, and I really do appreciate that. So Fred, thank you so much, my friend, and I hope you have a great day. Everyone in the comments has been saying you're amazing, and they thank you. So Fred, thank you so much. We will talk again soon.
Thank you for the opportunity, Tiff. It really made me happy. And guys, thank you so much for listening to me. And it was a pleasure talking to you today. And I hope you guys can take this decision. And I'll see you guys inside of the program, okay?
All right. Thanks, Fred. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow. So you guys see how amazing Fred is. And he's just one example of a student who has followed the course and achieved their English goals. I want to thank each of you for your willingness to join me for this English workshop. Again, if you're not able to join right now, hopefully you can join very soon. There is a special happening right now. This link will always be live, but if you are here at the live workshop for the next 2 days, there's a special. When you click the link, you'll find it. But thank you guys so much. I love each and every one of you. And the one thing I want to leave with you guys is you are intelligent. You can do anything you put your mind to. Never let English take your joy away. Instead, as you're on this journey, I want you to experience joy. I'm happy and honored to be your English teacher. I love you all. Have a wonderful day if you're on this side of the world. And if you're on the other side of the world, I hope you have an amazing night. Bye, everybody. I'll talk to you guys in our next workshop. Bye-bye.